What's good, YouTube? Once again, you guys are welcome to a new content still in this same amazing channel, Celeb Gossip Niger. And of course, like you all actually know, in this particular channel we'll keep it lit and legit, where we'll bring to you guys the latest gossips about your favorite celebs in and out of Nigeria. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about something very interesting, of course, concerning someone very pertinent in the Nollywood entertainment industry here in Nigeria. We're going to be talking about Regina Daniels and of course her biography, and of course so many interesting things we are very much certain you guys know nothing about. That's to talk about her husband, her relationship, her lifestyle, her cars, the mansions she owns, and of course every single thing. If you're stopping for the very first time and you've not subscribed, believe me, you're missing a whole lot. So please, why not take some few seconds of your precious time to hit the subscribe button, and of course become a channel member by simply hitting the bell notification icon that's gonna pop up just after you subscribe. And if I tell you I'm a long time subscriber, God bless you and thank you so much for the love and support. We do so much appreciate it. Yes guys, like we earlier said, we're going to be talking about Regina Daniels. Well, like I always say, there's something very interesting about this lady. Believe me, I really love the way she does her things because she makes it in such a way that a day can't go by without her making people to talk about her. Like, it's something to like keep in mind because it's very important when you're in the industry, because believe me, it's very competitive, so you need something to keep you going. Well, we're going to be talking about Regina Daniels, like we earlier said, her biography. So to talk about Regina Daniels, and of course to start everything up, Regina Daniels happens to be one of Nigeria's hottest and successful actresses, and of course the wife of a billionaire. We're talking about Mr. Ned Nwoko. We're going to talk about this man just in the video, so let's proceed. Regina Daniels actually began her acting career at the age of 7, and of course she got her big direction into the industry when she featured in a popular movie titled Destiny Child. This was a movie that brought her into the industry like proper that made people to know her very well. So this movie was titled Destiny Child, and of course it featured other actresses like Iniedo, Mercy Johnson, and Tonto Dike. So the actress is always outstanding with all she does, and of course she does her maximum best to help her mom in every way she can. We're going to talk about her mom just in front. So talk about Regina Daniels. Regina Daniels happens to be born on the 10th of October 2000. And of course, her country of origin happens to be normally the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And her source of wealth happens to be something very pertinent to talk about because she gets her money from her endorsement deals and of course her movies. Well, Regina Daniels happens to be a very famous brand influencer here in Nigeria. Like if you want your brand to sell out, just look for a way and get to Regina and all is settled. To talk about Regina Daniels, like her personal life, Regina Daniels was born on October 10th, 2000, like we earlier said, precisely in Asaba, in the Delta State. And to continue, she went to Hollywood International Secondary School, which happens to be based in Asaba. And also she began her university education at Igbadion University at Edo State. But after she got married, she decided to put her husband's money to good use. That's why she actually stopped her educational pursuit at Igbadion University and she switched to an institution based in the United Arab Emirates, that's in Dubai. Well, that's actually a very good way to make her husband's money to finish off. Well, that's not what I actually mean. Well, to talk about Regina's net worth, well, Regina Daniels' net worth has not really been verified, but we have valid information that she earns almost 600,000 naira for each movie that she features in. That's a whole lot of money. I mean, can you just imagine you being paid $600,000 per movie? And just to think of the fact that Regina Daniels has featured in like almost 100 and above movies, and just of now, like she's making so many rounds right now, like so many people love her right now, so she's making rounds, and that's why movie producers will want to definitely bring her into acting, thereby somehow increasing the money. Like to make her to feature, you have to increase it, so she might be earning almost like 800,000 to a million just for featuring in a particular movie. Well, I find it very interesting. Well, Regina's net worth is actually estimated to be around 580 million naira. Of course, as a teenager, she has made a lot of names for herself. And of course, to top it all, she has a charity organization which is just aimed for disabled children. And this foundation is called Regina Daniels Foundation. So she was actually nominated for the City People Movie Award for the Best Supporting and Promising Actress. Wow! And not just to leave it there, she was also the Actress of the Year at the Africa Magic Viewers Choice Award. Well, that's just to tell you guys that Regina Daniels has been very successful in her career, and of course, she's doing it like she's nailing it big time. Just to tell you guys that whatever thing you're doing, just do it well, because believe me, you're actually going to make it in no time. Talking about Regina's age, Regina Daniels was born the 10th of October, like we earlier said, making her approximately 21 years of age this year, 2021. Well, to talk about some of the expensive cars that Regina Daniels drives in, believe me, it's actually something to talk about, because I feel like she's actually benefiting enough from her husband, because believe me, that man is very rich. But we're going to get there. And whatever stuff he buys for himself, I feel like he like indirectly buys for her. So Regina Daniels has this car that she actually customized with her own plate number, and she wrote something there like Forever 16. And believe me guys, this car is very expensive. This car is Mercedes Benz GL 450, and of course it's actually priced at 24.2 million naira. Isn't that huge already? To talk about the private jet that Regina owns, well, people are like, oh, this is not Regina's jet, but to an extent I don't really feel like it's Regina's jet, because it's really too expensive for Regina Daniels to afford, despite the fact that it's still possible because she's married to a very wealthy man. But we just feel like Regina Daniels is not that rich to own a private jet, but a confirmed story has it that her husband, Mr. Ned Nwoko, owns the Dassault Falcon 7X private jet, and of course, Regina has grabbed every opportunity to take photos in and around the jet and flaunt them all over social media for her 8.5 million plus followers on Instagram, and of course, her 4 million plus followers on Facebook and other social media to just see and of course praise her. Well, it's actually a good thing. I envy her, to be serious. You just enjoying all the money. Not to talk about the Ferrari cars that she owns, the Lamborghini, and of course this very interesting and awesome black Mercedes Brabus that we've been seeing her flaunting around with. I feel like it's actually something to talk about. Well, to talk about Regina Daniels' house, the actress owns a house, and I think that was a house she actually gave to her mother. And talking about her mother happens to be called Rita Daniels. She's an actress in the industry as well, and believe me, she's just like the exact copy of Regina Daniels. Well, or should I say, Regina is the exact copy of her. So, believe me, Regina Daniels' mother is very pretty, like she's very young, and I feel like it's actually something to talk about. Like, where did she get all her beauty from? Because this lady is a politician, and she's currently the chairman of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Delta State chapter. So I feel like, well, it's actually the same thing. So she gave this building of hers, this mansion, to her mother, and she's very much proud of her mother. Believe me, Regina Daniels is one of the most followed celebrities online, because she has about 6.4 million followers on Instagram, with so many followers, almost 4 million followers that she has on Facebook. Well, to talk about the man behind everything, Mr. Ned Nwoko. To talk about Regina Daniels' husband, Mr. Ned Nwoko, he happens to be a Nigerian lawyer, a politician, and of course a humanitarian. He was a member of the House of Representatives between 1999 and 2003, representing Aniocha North-South and Oshimili North-South. He is the first Nigerian to visit the South Pole, that's Antarctica. Wow, that's really interesting. I mean, it's actually making Nigeria to be known. I mean, just making you guys to know that the only Nigerian to have reached the South Pole Antarctica is Prince Ned Nwoko. I feel like Regina Daniels should be really, really proud. Well, to talk about everything, the couple, that's Regina and her husband, Mr. Ned Nwoko, got married in April 2019, and the 38 years gap between them was heavily criticized by people. Like, so many people were against the fact that, oh, Regina Daniels is leaving a young guy like Somadina Adima to meet or marry Mr. Ned Nwoko. Talking about Somadina Adima, guys, we're going to talk about that one. We're going to talk about that particular guy just in front of the video. So just continue watching. So, Regina and her billionaire husband welcomed their first baby. I think that was in May 2020. Well, I feel like it's actually something to talk about. Yes, guys, so actually talk about Somadina Adima. Somadina Adima happens to be like the ex-boyfriend of Regina Daniels, and believe me, he actually contributed a lot to who Regina Daniels is at the moment, because at that time they were making so many rounds, like people couldn't stop talking about them. They were almost the best couple online. But something really, really unusual happened. It's more like this guy was very much unable or to like take care of Regina Daniels, like to give her the basics, give her everything she needed. And I feel like it's really something to bother yourself with. I mean, ladies these days, they don't just get into relationships anyhow. Like, they have to be sure that the person they are getting in the relationship with is going to be able to take care of them, like properly, financially, in any way. So I feel like that was the main reason why Regina Daniels actually left Somadina Adima to be with a rich politician, Mr. Ned Nwoko. Well, to talk about Regina Daniels' father, believe me, it's actually making so many rounds already, and I feel like it's really something to address because there's been so many like controversies concerning Regina Daniels' father. So, to talk about Regina Daniels' father, guys, this man was clearly refused by Regina's mother, because it's more like she thought maybe the man was going to come and snatch or take away her daughter from her. So it got fans talking. I mean, that was actually something that was making rounds already in the internet at that time, and I feel like it really wasn't worth it. I mean, if you know your child has a father somewhere, I feel like it's very much mature if you address it and tell your child about it. So, Regina Daniels' father happens to be called Jude Ojiogu, and though this man was refused by Regina's mom, he still remains Regina's dad. Guys, we'll come to the end of the video, and please, what's your take in this matter? Do you love Regina Daniels just the way I do? Because believe me, she's actually a role model to every single lady out there. What about you? Are you a mom? Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay tuned, and of course, stay blessed.